Hi guys, you're welcome again to another episode on the Afro Senate podcast. And this is Senator Kelesi talking. And today we have a discussion with Hamza. He is a water technologist. That's a field that is like new to me. And so we are inviting you to join us, get these insights into what water technology is all about, because he's a specialist in the field and he's going to be guiding us around even what you need to do before you become a water technologist. So enjoy this episode, be ready to learn, and let's see what Hamza has for us. So, Hamza, you're welcome to the Afro Senate podcast.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
Hello to everybody.
all right. So, in the Afro Senate podcast, we seek to expose all these opportunities that other nationals and Africans can have in Europe, in Germany in particular, and in neighboring countries, such that people have informed choices and then they can decide on what to do. So we talk about legal migration to Germany or to Europe at large. And you are an example of one of those persons who legally migrated here and has succeeded to become a specialist in your field. And we'd like you to be able to give some education to our audience today on what water technology is all about. It's a completely new thing to me. So we'll begin by introduction because I already said I am Senator Kelesi hosting the Afro Senate podcast. So Hamza would like you to tell us exactly who Hamza is. So you give us a comprehensive introduction so that we can really know you.
Well, I'm Hamza El Wasif. I'm from Morocco.
Okay.
I'm a water technologist or a water engineer. You can
Yeah.
call it whatever you want.
Okay.
Uh, I moved to Germany first at 2021 to pursue my studies. Uh, I did a master degree in water technology,
Okay.
and currently I'm in Austria. So I moved. I changed countries again, and I'm
Okay.
working as a process engineer in water treatment and water field.
Okay. Thank you very much. Um, that's interesting to know that you're from Morocco. You moved to Germany, studied in Germany before you moved to Austria to work there. So that already said that you studied in Germany. We
Correct.
would like you to tell us about your experience studying in Germany.
It was a good experience actually. A bit
Okay.
challenging at first.
Yeah.
As you know, when you move abroad and you change countries to a completely different culture, tradition, especially with the new language,
Yeah.
it was really challenging. But I got to learn a lot. I got to grow professionally and personally as well.
Yeah.
I did a master degree in
Yeah.
water technology in SLH Hochschule Heidelberg, so in city of Heidelberg, close to Mannheim.
Okay.
Uh, I will go back a bit in time, like in Morocco, to give you a bit more of my background. I did
All right.
an engineering program in energy and process engineering.
Okay. Energy and processing engineering.
Engineering, correct? Yeah.
Okay.
So I obtained an engineering diploma from that.
Okay. Hmm.
I worked for a couple of months, but then Corona hits,
Yeah.
and you know what happens exactly.
Yeah.
And at that time, I started thinking like, yeah, maybe this is a sign for me to try something new, to get out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
And for us in Morocco, like the second language or the most used language is French. We study
Yeah.
in French, especially after high school, everything is in French. So the easy option is to go for a French speaking country,
Yeah.
either France, Belgium, Canada. Those are the easiest choices.
Yeah.
But at that time in my head, I wanted something more challenging.
Okay.
And I did my researches. And also at that time in Morocco, like Germany had a good reputation.
Okay.
So I was like, yeah, why not?
All
And I
right.
started to do my research, see what are the opportunities. Uh, there is a website that I used. It's called DAD. So
Yeah, D.
DAAD. Yes, that. And in that website, actually, you have a database of everything, every university in Germany, and what
Yeah,
every program. So I started to do my research. I started to collect informations, what's needed to apply for a program in there. So first thing, I chose to do a program in English.
yeah,
So you need an English certificate since in Morocco, English is a third language.
yeah,
You need a proof that you speak English very well, a minimum of a B2 level.
yeah.
Yeah, then you have to translate all your documents, your grades, your diplomas, and everything.
Yes.
Yes, and then apply for universities. So I had my eye on a couple of universities and a couple of programs that were interested for me. And one of
Mm.
them was the water technology program in Heidelberg University.
All right.
I applied, and yeah, it
Okay.
worked.
All right. That's an interesting journey, walking us through your life from Morocco. And I want to ask this question because I already mentioned this to you, and
Mhm.
maybe our audience will also want to know. Prior to meeting you, Hamza, I knew nothing about water technology
Yeah,
as a degree program or as a field of study.
yes.
How did you get to know about water technology, and what influenced your choice of becoming a water engineer or a water technologist?
Mhm. Yeah, that's pretty common actually. A lot of people don't know about this field and how huge it is and crucial it is.
Yeah,
You've never like asked yourself, when I open the faucet and I get clean water, what's the process behind that? Or when
yeah,
I wash the dishes or take a shower, where the water goes and what happens to it. So I had those questions always in me. And also in my previous program in Morocco, we studied a bit of hydraulics.
okay,
So it's pretty much related to water field. And I got a sense of it and that caught my attention. So when I was looking for programs in Germany, this program popped to me and I was like, yeah, that's very interesting. I want to pursue my career in this, especially that with what we see now with the climate change and water scarcity, this
yeah,
field is really demanding and it's came to the surface. So
okay.
there is a major concern about water and how to manage it, how to treat it, how to deal with it.
Thank you very much for
Yeah.
letting us know and for letting our audience know, because a lot of people don't know about this. And by you explaining all these, and these are essential questions that we need to be asking on daily basis, I am sure this is going to trigger something in the minds of our viewers, those who are watching the Afro Senate podcast, to start asking questions and also be interested in fields like this that
Yes.
are so important to humanity at this moment. So now I'm going to ask you this. You studied in Germany and then moved to Austria.
Yeah.
Why this move? Was it that you didn't find opportunities in Germany, or why the move to Austria?
No, actually, like to think of it, it wasn't planned that way.
Okay,
But well, there is a trade fair that occurs every year in München, in Germany,
okay,
where all the environmental science and water and wastewater and waste also companies are invited to that trade fair. It's a 5 days trade fair. It's
yeah,
very interesting. You can get to meet a lot of people in the field and
yeah,
companies as well. So we went there as part of the program in my university for the whole 5 days,
yeah,
and I got to see what this really field is, what it's really about. And I got also to collect some business cards and grow interest in some companies. So once
okay,
I graduated, I started applying for those companies, and one of them was in Austria.
okay,
So yeah, I sent an open application. There wasn't any job offer at that time in this company. I just sent a simple open application showing my interest and that I
Yeah.
want to work for this company. And they called me, and I had the first interview. It was really positive. The second one, that's where they offered me a position, which is a research and development engineer, which was aligned also with my career goals because I did my master thesis more research oriented.
Okay.
And at that time, yes, at that time, it was pretty interesting for me. I was either looking for a PhD position to be more into research and development or
Yeah.
have an R&D position in a company. So
Okay.
it was a no-brainer at that time, actually. And it was only 1 month after I graduated. So I didn't struggle in finding a lot of opportunities.
Wow.
So it came up to me and I was like, yeah, it sounds good. It aligns perfectly with my goals and yeah, I just jumped for it.
That would sound like there are a lot of opportunities in the field of water technology. Would you say that the job outlook for anybody who is interested in studying water technology is good?
Yes, it's quite promising actually,
Okay.
especially as I mentioned before with what we are experiencing right now in the world with the climate change and the water scarcity, and
Yeah.
also not to forget the strict regulations right now, environmental regulations when it
Yeah.
comes to the discharge of the wastewater to the water bodies, the quality of water that we drink, the drinkable water. So
Mm.
the regulations are getting strict and more strict, and yeah, there is a high demand in water technologists that can came up with innovative ideas and solutions to tackle all of this.
Okay. Good.
But I would
Good.
say, yeah, to add up, I would
Yeah.
say English-speaking companies in Germany or in Austria, they're not
Yeah.
that common. So if you learn the language, German language, it would be you will have higher chances.
Oh, okay.
There is
Thank
a
you
lot
very
of
much.
yes,
Yeah, thank you that very much for bringing in that point because I think we've been insisting a lot to our listeners that they should always consider learning German. And
yes.
that coming from you, who is in the field, on the field, adds a lot of weight to what we have been saying. Um, Now, let me ask, what is your day like as a water engineer? Just give us like an insight into your day as a water engineer.
So I mentioned before that I moved to Austria for a research and development job,
Yeah,
but currently I changed companies, so I'm working as a process engineer in the water field.
yeah,
So what we do basically is design and yeah, came up with solution and processes to treat the water depending on its end use, either
yeah,
for drinking purposes or for industrial purposes or just to discharge it into water bodies.
yeah.
So my job is to design the whole process from start to finish, coming
Okay,
up with the calculation, the engineering details into the also designing, uh, yeah, all of this. That's pretty much my job.
okay.
Uh,
All
yeah,
right.
that's my daily life, calculations and
Nice,
designing.
nice. Thank you very much, Hamza. And hi, guys. We are still reminding you that you're still on the Afro Senate podcast, where we bring to you information that can change your life. And we talk to experts in the field. And that is why today we are talking to Hamza, who is in the field and doing a job that I didn't know about, but a job that affects each and every one of us on daily basis because we use water like, I mean, that's the one of the highest commodities that is used, and you cannot go for a day without using water. So you can know the importance of water and clean water and water technology to our lives. So thank you very much, Hamza. And
Okay.
we will be moving again a little further. And I'm going to begin by asking this. You were in Germany
Yes.
and now you are in Austria.
Mhm.
what will you say is the fundamental difference between life in Germany and life in Austria?
That's a tricky question because I would say there isn't much difference, honestly.
Okay,
Pretty much the same lifestyle, the same. I would say Austria is a little bit more expensive compared to Germany.
okay,
When we say life expenses, it means also the salaries or the income is higher compared to Germany.
yeah,
Because I will tell you an anecdote when I was actually negotiating my contract here for my first job.
yeah,
When we talk about yearly salary, you divide it by 12 months, right?
yeah.
But here in Austria, it's actually 14 months.
14 months.
Yes, exactly. You get paid twice a year, double. So during June and December, you get a double salary.
Wow. I should be thinking of moving to Austria.
So when I was negotiating my contract, actually, like when I told them my what's the yearly income that I want, they agreed to it immediately. And in
Okay.
my head, I divided it into 12 months. That's the obvious. But in their mind, it's 14 months. So, oh yeah, that's a
Yeah.
cheap labor. They're like,
All right. They agreed because they know that this person is pretty cheap, I think.
yes, exactly. But
All
then
right.
when I heard it from someone else, and I was like, oh, okay, I need to renegotiate this.
Okay.
So yeah,
All
this
right.
is one thing is the
Okay. Thank you.
yearly salary or the yearly income is
Um,
14 months.
mhm.
The people here are much nicer, I would say, than German. Like German people are a bit reserved. Here
Okay.
they're more open and
All
yeah,
right.
that's the major difference
Okay.
between Germany and Austria.
Thank you very much. Thank you for giving us those ideas. I think anybody now who is planning to move to to Austria will definitely have some ideas, maybe in terms of salary negotiation. I didn't know this till today
Yeah,
about the fact that they pay 14 months a year. I had no
yes.
clue about that. Okay, do you have any hidden challenges as a foreigner living in Austria?
The language, as easy as that, the language,
Okay,
especially here in Austria, they don't speak Hochdeutsch or the formal German. It's
yeah,
always dialect.
mm.
And the dialect here in Austria is a bit closer to the one in Bayern.
Oh, yeah,
So it's extremely hard and it's
yeah,
challenging, especially like in administration, if you have something to do or to go to, I don't know, the hot house or something to deal with your papers. It's dialect, full dialect. That's the main
okay,
challenge in here.
mm.
Yeah. So the language, I would say, yeah, always focus on the language. Even if what we learn in school is Hochdeutsch, is the formal
Yeah,
German. But if
yeah,
you have a good level on it, it helps a lot.
okay, all right. Thank you for letting us know that. And then I also want to ask this: um, was there anything like a cultural shock to you when you arrived Germany and also when you arrived Austria? So you can talk about these two, Germany and Austria. Were there some
Culture.
were there things that remain in your head that hit you as cultural shocks?
Uh, I guess one thing that I could think of, which is always funny for me, is that on Sunday everything is closed. that,
Yeah,
that was a major shock for me because it's completely the opposite in Morocco. It's Sunday and Saturday, the weekend. Saturday,
yeah,
Sunday is yeah where people goes out, where everything is open, all the supermarkets and stuff like that. But in
yeah.
here it's not. Uh, what else? Another shock. I mean, that's all I can think of right now.
Okay. Then what about Austria? Is it the same thing in Austria? Shops closed on
Yes,
Sunday?
yes,
Oh,
it's the
okay.
same thing.
All
It's
right.
the
I
same
had
thing.
no idea too. So there is a
Yeah,
lot
it's the
that I
same.
need to learn about Austria.
Yeah, that's why I told you Germany and Austria are pretty much the same country.
Okay. All right.
You
Okay. Thank you
you
very
don't
much.
see much difference actually.
All right. Okay. I see. And then for your time now that you've been in Austria and working there, um, what will I know you have talked about language. Is there
Yeah.
any other peculiar advice you would give to somebody who is planning to move to Austria?
First, always do your research, like collect as much information as possible, because to apply for a job or studies here in Austria, it's different than in Germany,
Okay.
because here they work with the grading system.
Yeah.
So they grade your application, and if you reach a certain grade, then you are allowed to apply or to so that they consider your application.
Okay.
I guess Germany is starting to do that lately, I guess, the grading system. So for
All right.
example, if you have a language certificate, you get an
Ah,
extra point.
okay.
If you have a work experience, you get extra points. If you have a master degree or a PhD, you get extra points, and that gives you more chances for your visa to be accepted.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
is
Yeah.
very crucial. Yeah, I didn't know that because for my visa application to move from Germany to Austria, it took me 3 months actually.
Okay.
It really took me 3 months, and luckily for me, the company was patient enough to wait for me 3 months to start working. So you should always keep in mind that the visa process will take quite some time, and
So
yeah,
mm,
yeah,
now I
be
remember.
ready, be prepared for this. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Then I will understand why you said Germany and Austria are quite similar because you know of bureaucracy in Germany already.
Yes.
So if it is the same thing happening in Austria, then they are quite
Yes,
the same
it's
people.
the same thing. Yes, it's the same thing. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's just the only difference is this grading system that they have, so
Yeah.
that they can evaluate your application. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Germany is introducing that to people who are coming into work in Germany also, like those who are applying for visas and so on coming in. Germany is already in the process of introducing. In fact, it has been introduced. You have to be
Yeah.
graded, and then if you have language, you score up to let's say C1. You score more points, and so on and so forth.
Mhm.
All
Correct.
right.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's
Thank
the
you very
same here.
much. Good.
You're welcome.
Um, any other last thing you would like to tell our audience about water technology, about studying in Germany, and about working in Austria? And maybe why not talk to also Moroccans who are watching you?
Well, I would say for water field, it's a very promising field. It's
Okay.
a really large and vast field, like that a lot of people are missing out on. And there is a lot of opportunities that you can grab on and get to learn more into this field. It's
Yeah,
very crucial. As we know, we use water every single day. I'm
exactly.
not talking only about water that we drink or we use daily, like it's used also in industries like critical industries like pharmaceuticals, for example. They use high pure water for making formulas and stuff like this. So it's necessary, like water is everywhere.
Yeah.
And I highly recommend people to dive deep into this field and give it a chance if you are interested. Uh, and advices about living in Germany, like the language, as why we keep repeating always and always. Like
Okay.
if you ask me like 4 years ago, what you need to do first is the language. It's
Yeah.
very crucial, and everything else will follow afterwards easily.
Hmm.
Uh, moving abroad, of course, it's always hard at first, but you should believe in yourself, believe in your capacities, believe in your skills, and you will
Yeah.
make it for sure. Never let anyone uh, doubt you or doubt your decisions. Just keep your mind on it and go for it, and everything will follow. Because Germany or Austria and Europe in general, they give you a strong platform or strong base to start with.
Yeah.
They help you in every single aspect. So yeah, just believe in yourself and go for it. And for my fellow Moroccans, I would say, yeah, I don't need to say it now, but because Germany now is really having a good reputation in Morocco, especially
Yeah.
for apprenticeship programs like the Ausbildung.
Yeah.
It's quite easy to go right now. There is a high demand because we know the population balance. Like there is a lot of elder people in Germany, so
Yeah.
they need some work labor. They need some labor hand, and they are looking for it now abroad. So yeah, there is high chances if you again have a good language skill and a good language level. So yeah,
Thank you so much. Um,
yeah,
the AfroCinet podcast really appreciates you for taking out time to talk to us and to talk to our audience and also give advice and insights into the field of water technology and your studies and how you got there. This is actually going to help a lot of people. And we are inviting everybody watching the AfroCinet podcast to subscribe to this podcast and share this information with people because there are others who are thinking of what to study and they don't even know about water technology, which is a very promising field, like our specialist in the field has said. And so we are inviting you to share this information such that people can get to know about this field and take advantage of it. Thank you very much, Hamza, for talking to us. I guess someday again, if we are coming back to you, you will also still be ready to give us more knowledge into water technology.
definitely, definitely with pleasure. I'm also still learning in this field. It's been
Yeah,
just 2 years now working. So yeah, with I would be happy to share whatever I managed to gather. Yeah.
yeah,
Thank you also for having me and for giving the people or the opportunity to know about different fields and about opportunities in Germany and in Europe in general.
thank you very much.